Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the Evolution chassis. This is a mixture of our best-selling chassis, the Merge X, and our Merge X Evo. We originally designed the Merge X to work on straight axles, and then the Evo to work on portal axles. Well, with this one, you should be able to run straights and portals. New features on this chassis, we did raise the front end so that you guys can have better clearance on the rocks, and then we did suck the front end just a tad bit for better approach as well. It has a new 8-degree breakover skid, and then we took off material here in the front belly so that you have better clearance here as well. We left the front end the same as our Merge X, and then we shifted the rear towers one whole position back. Now, really quickly, I just want to say this right here is still a 90% swap over from your existing SEX10 2 or your Element Sendero. And I do say 90% because the Element Sendero battery tray will not work with our mounting holes on none of our chassis that we have. You must run our X mount, or if you're running servo on axle, just don't run the battery tray, of course. Now another new feature on this is that we did make a slot on the mounting holes for the skid plate, so you will be able to do a direct swap over from your Vanquish VRD carbon or your VRD stance. You can see here I have everything mounted up. The only modification that you will have to do is, sorry about that, you will have to trim back right here so that on the skid plate on the sides, so that it clears the rod end. Besides that, there's absolutely no other modification that you need to do to your VRD components. And then right here, you guys can see here, I am using our existing SEX10 Pro electronics tray right there, and I simply bolted it onto one of the side holes here on the rail. Nice thing on this is I'm able to just flip it up and then zip tie my wires on the bottom and then just put it back down. So I do run my battery on the slider right there. And that is it for this one. Come back to the body post at the end of the video. But here we have another Evolution built on F10 straights, and this one is built with a Team Garage 2-low transmission and on F10 straight axles with the X mount. And you guys can see here that you can run the servo and the battery side by side. I simply put Velcro on the battery and on the battery tray. There are other options to go onto this battery tray. We do offer micro servo mounts and full servo mounts, and then you can run your battery on the slider as well. New 8-degree sliders will be available for this chassis. Besides that, guys, if you are familiar with our Merge X or Merge X Evo or our older version, the V2, this chassis has a lot more performance to offer, and that is our goal, to bring you guys a better performance chassis than our previous versions. And lastly, guys, these new body mounts and braces. So with this one here, you will be able to run a body post from any of your existing body post trees. And this is the one in the rear. Same way, you simply run a set screw through the center hole and then that holds it in position, and you just drill your hole to your liking on your body, and you are pretty much done. If you are not gonna run this brace, I always suggest to run a brace or a standoff of some sort to keep the chassis brace as much as possible. And with this version here, you have the 2 body post mount option in the rear, and then the one hole here for a M3 screw or a set screw, and then you can run a twist nut like we have showed in our past videos. And then the rear brace here, the outer holes are for our existing drop-in beds, and all of our drop-in beds should work with this chassis, since we did kick this whole section back by 1 hole. So that is pretty much it, guys. If I did leave anything out, or if you guys have any questions, leave a message in the comments and I will be happy to answer them. Thanks a lot, guys.